Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first live um, I've ever done for the Liberty Links channel. Uh, I just wanted to come on and um, chat a little bit about um, what's going on. I am gradually gaining subscribers, and things are looking good. Things are looking good for the channel, and I don't. I have said before that I don't quite know sometimes um, how things will go down the road. But I always trust the process and trust that God has a purpose and a plan for all of this, or I wouldn't be here right now. And that's the um, concept, the attitude that I want to have, that there's a purpose for all of this. And um, um, it's hard work to come up with content and to deliver quality content. And uh, sometimes you need to step back a little bit and reassess what type of content you're offering. So it's a process from that will take it one day at a time, and that's kind of what that's kind of the process of most YouTubers or um, um, those on YouTube. The overnight, the uh, quick successes rarely ever happen, and those that do are just fortunate to hit on something that really takes off and goes viral. For the rest of us, it's a long process and a learning curve that you have to go through. Editing and the editing process, the understanding the YouTube algorithm, which I'm still not great at, even after all this time. Um, and putting it all together is a process. And that's part of the fun of it to me, is learning about this stuff. Um, I am working now, ambassador now, with a couple of brands. Um, if you're interested in this America, One Nation Under God shirt, that's from the Barnabas Clothing Company. Great shirt, has the American flag on the sleeve, and then America, One Nation Under God on the back. But I have a discount code in the description that you can get a discount on any purchased from Barnabas Clothing Company, a good Christian company to support. Um, and among other things, different topics we can talk about um, is the gun rights issue. It's tapered off a little bit, but shortly after the horrific um, shooting in March at a Nashville Christian school, Covenant, there was a real uh, surge of um, just rancor at Republicans by the left in our state over the gun issue, and I'm a big advocate for securing these schools, public and private, and ensuring that um, they have what it takes to quickly react to anything like this horrific thing that happened at Covenant. Um, they have the abilities, the resources to respond within 10 minutes instead of 15 to 20. And I think that that's crucial. Um, I know that Covenant is taking measures now, security measures. I know a good deal about Covenant because I go there to Covenant Presbyterian, so I attend church there. So I know how they have really are really trying to change things in their security um, ever since that happened. Um, um, but uh, doing away with putting a massive restriction on guns in these red flag laws that our governor Bill Lee is regrettably talking about. Um, they're not the answer. They don't solve this problem. This problem that we're dealing with now, and that's the school problem. Um, what solves this problem is ensuring that money allocated to school security is given to public and private schools in our state. So the private Christian school can get a part of that too. If they are educational institution, they get a part of this money allocated to securing schools in our state. Um, and um, it's quite important for things like this to be worked out. Like I said, I know that people at Covenant have been working around the clock to get plan what they need to plan and while we're talking about guns, I'm also, and you can tell this by the type of videos I put up, I'm also a huge advocate for women being armed, particularly when they go out jogging, um, making sure they at least have a pepper spray with them um, when they're out jogging. Because I don't know how many times you hear the tragic story about a woman being kidnapped and some man forcing her into his car and they finding her dead a few days later. It's just a tragic situation. And women need to know their surroundings, know how they can fight back against even a stronger attacker and get themselves out of a situation like this. And they need to have some basic self-defense tools under their belt to ensure that they can fight back when some man uh, waylays them and tries to force her into his car while she's out alone. And it also goes to what they wear. How do they attract predators by what they're wearing? Um, and the type of clothing that they wear, and also the area that they're in. Is it smart for them to be alone in an area that's maybe kind of dark? Maybe there's not a lot of people around. And those are warning signs they need to be aware of. And also conscious of are the actual clothes they're wearing attracting um, pedophiles and uh, perverts that are um, just looking for a soft target. Um, and what it boils down to is more awareness on their part of the dangers that they could be in when they're out jogging alone. Um, Always ensure that there are a few people with you if you can, because a group of women, even a group of women, are harder to assault and attack than one petite woman running alone. So those are things to think about. Um, Politics wise, I don't. I think a lot about how our country's going. I don't. Sometimes I don't have a lot of hope that um, we can turn things around for our country next year. Um, but when I think like that, I have to remind myself that God is ultimately in control. He's ultimately in charge, and um, he can he can move mountains, and he can uh, also shake up powerful organization institution like the FBI and the State Department and the CIA that just seem uh, overwhelming on a human level to overcome. Um, a sovereign God can cause all of your evil plans next year to fail. And that should be the Christian and the cry of the Christians in our country that um, the mere like Merrick Garland will be overthrown politically, and their evil intentions will not prevail. That justice will prevail, and honesty, and but we as a nation too have got to be deserving of it. Maybe we're more deserving right now of a Joe Biden presidency for the next um, 5 years, or another Democrat presidency. I don't think Joe Biden can last for this term. I really don't. Um, he's pitiful in many ways, but I don't feel sorry for him. Um, um, but whoever they have, maybe it's the Lord's plan for us to go through another 5 years of um, a leftist president until we finally um, come back to him, and until the church finally wakes up and stops being so worldly and sophisticated and wanting to fit in with the culture and the world and want the praise and accolades of the world instead of um, condemning it and rebuking it. So that's um, about all that I have for you for this live chat. Thank you for tuning in. It's the first time I've even attempted something like a live um, stream for this channel. Thank you for watching. and tune in next time.